Let's get our images ready for our gallery using Photoshop. I'm going to start out by opening these images in Adobe Bridge. I'm going to rename them here. So I've gone to my folder, I'm going to select all, go to Tools, Batch Rename. Let's give these a actual name. Famous Duos. I'm actually going to just go ahead and use some caps here. Then my date, and then I'm going to start with number 1. I've got it going up to 3 digits, so if I have more than 100 images in a folder, it will accommodate that. So now I'm going to wind up with this name as you see here, Famous Duos, and by number here. I'm going to rename in the same folder. There we go. Now I've got rational names for my files. It's great. So I'm going to look at these now back in Finder. I have the new names. I'm going to open them in Photoshop. Now what I'm after here are images that look great. In this case, I actually want them all to have the same basic aspect ratio. You can see that originally I've got 2 different aspect ratios, portrait or landscape, and I'm going to convert them all to landscape. So using my crop tool, I'm going to set the width to be 900 pixels wide by 600 pixels tall. This is going on the web, so resolution of 72 is just fine. And that 900 by 600 is going to give me plenty of size to work with on the web. It's also the same as the 6 by 4 aspect ratio, and that's exactly what I'm wanting here. So now that crop is automatically going to those dimensions. I can move it around if I would like. Maybe pull it down just a bit. And I can hit return to accept that. I'm way zoomed out because that was a large image. So here we go, going back to 100%. That looks great. Now I'm going to save this for web. File, save for web and devices. And I'm going to optimize this as JPEG high. That gives me the nice, clean, crisp image that I need for my gallery, and yet it compresses it so it's a relatively small file size compared to what it would be without the compression. 900 by 600 high is what I already have because that's what my crop specified. And so let's save. I'm going to put these in a new folder called Optimized. And save that. Close this file and go to the next. Repeat the same process, and I'll let you do it from here. Now just a little update. With this image, I actually want to keep the portrait orientation because these guys are modeling themselves after toy soldiers, and I need to keep their foot pedestals. So let's modify the orientation of our crop here to 600 wide by 900 tall. And all I'm going to do is help WordPress out a little bit so that when it auto crops, it starts in roughly the place where I want it to start. So I'm going to take a crop from where I want the top left edge of the thumbnail to begin, and then position this over using my arrow key to get them framed approximately the way I want it. I'm going to commit that, and let's see how that works.